Are you contemplating a newfound career in final expense insurance sales? Well, stop right now because you want to watch this video to get the brutal reality, get some real talk about what is it really going to look like selling a very simple product. So many folks jump into this space thinking that it's the easiest thing on the planet. It's just like a lottery ticket, and this gets a lot of insurance agents hurt, and 90% of the agent force will fail selling insurance in general. So I'm going to give you some brutal talk, some reality of what the industry looks like, and I hope this is a help to you. So many folks think this business is just like riding a unicorn to Mars and I'll make piles of money. And then they get really hurt because they didn't hear what we're going to speak to you in this video today. So I hope it's a help to you. And before I go into this, my name is Jason. I'm your friend in the industry, and I'm so insanely blessed to partner with some of the most amazing agencies, insurance agents, even brand new agents, selling shoulder to shoulder a whole lot of life, Medicare, and annuities face to face in our agency, but also in the telespace. So free resources for your taking at jasonfinalexpense.com. And let's dive into some of these brutal realities that you're not really hearing in this space. So first off, number one, you've got to understand, let's just straight up dispel the myth that selling final expense insurance is an easy task. It is not an easy undertaking. Simple, yes, my friends, but easy, it is absolutely not. It's a painful playground. And so many insurance agents get their insurance license, say, hey, there's great commissions to be had. Let me just head on out. And they get really hurt because the industry is all about having simple steps. The business is simple, absolutely, but it is far from easy. You're going to have to understand that it's going to require a lot of hard work. It's not just a business where you sit in your house all day. If you're a final expense telesales agent, you've got to really work. The four-letter word of work is one that really whoops a lot of agents because work requires effort. It requires determination. You've got to be determined to do some things that you're not going to feel like doing at all times. Selling final expense insurance is a lot of rejection. There's risk to find the reward in this space, and the risk is really robbing yourself of enthusiasm. Enthusiasm when you first start is normally really high, but the moment that you start getting hurt by the nose, it diminishes belief, and belief is the backbone of this industry, my friends. So it's going to require very big amounts of grit and grind and determination, especially when you're new. I promise it'll get easier once you engage in this industry longer. I've been in this industry for such a long time. I ran call centers, and goodness, combined with my insurance background now, over 2+ decades, 20+ years of being in this space. And it does get easier, but when you're told no a lot, it really can have a way of hurting you and just diminishing your belief. And this will lower your action, which will keep you from accelerating into a place of hopefully profitability. But you've got to be into a place that you, as an insurance agent, have an insanely strong mindset because you're going to hear no so much in this space. And a lot of times you think you're going to make piles of money. And yes, piles of money, rivers of money can be found in this industry. But that's if you are successful, if you embrace work to find the wealth, if you understand that risk is necessary so that you can find reward, you stay determined, you may dominate this industry. Like some of our $1 million roundtable agents that partner here have been able to accomplish just amazing things, but it will require determination from you, an undying sense of purpose that you know what you're on this planet to do. You know that you're not just selling policies, you're making people's lives better than when you found them. So you've got to have this winner's mindset if you want to make the wealth. And so many insurance agents jump into it with high sets of enthusiasm, but no plans of engagement. And then they get just beat up out of the industry. So understand that the big myth of the industry, the brutal reality of this space is that the business is not easy at all, not even a little bit. It's not an easy task. So if you approach the industry, tip number one, with the brutal reality of, you know what? I'm going to have to work. I'm going to have to really focus on my fundamentals. Fundamentals will help you have the best chance of finding success. You've got to have strong fundamentals and you've got to adhere to them. If not, everything gets sloppy and then you may have diminished success or really get hurt in this industry. So brutal reality number one is that it's not an easy task. Take your job, your career, your calling with just everything that's in you. And I want you to just engage. And I know that's what you want as well. The brutal reality number two is that you've got to be in a place of showing empathy to these great people. You're not just here to sell policies. That's a byproduct of making their painful problems go away, get evaporated. All right. If you're selling final expense insurance face to face, you've got to have an insane amount of empathy. You're not just some mind numbing insurance salesman that gives everybody a bad name, this high pressure person. That's not what the business is about. It's about showing empathy, not sympathy, my friends, but empathy. You've got to be a compassionate, caring person in the face of getting told, no, hey, get off my lawn. I didn't ask for this. Mail it to me. I changed my mind. And you're like, I just spent 20 bucks, 30 bucks for this lead. What do you mean you're telling me to leave your lawn? Right? I just came by to help you, and you're going to feel hurt. At times, you will get told no. Sometimes this wave of no's can wipe you out. That's why determination, hard work, it's powerful, but you've got to have empathy for these great folks, even when maybe the house before all you heard was how insurance agents are piles of you know what. You've got to have a powerful mental mindset, my friends, if you want to find success in this very simple industry. So, empathy and compassion in the face of adversity is something you're going to have to engage with. You're going to have to get used to this. It's kind of like this dragon skin that you'll develop. You'll have a thick skin about you, but yet a soft heart because you've been battle tested. You've gone through the gauntlet. This is why we train so immensely in our agency here at jasonfinalexpense.com. It's very important that you're trained by mentors who've made it, mentors who have taken that punch. We've felt the wounds of what it is really like. We've been warriors alongside our agents to help them experience success. It's so important that you have one-on-one coaching so that you can understand, I can take this blow. I know what this is going to feel like. I know what I need to do. Fundamentals will keep you safe, but you got to train like your very career depends on it because, my friends, it does. But you've got to have empathy, not sympathy, but you've got to be empathetic about how you engage and how you help these great folks that we're just blessed to help. Now, number three, this is what takes a lot of insurance agents out. This is the brutal truth of final expense insurance sales is you can set your own schedule, right? And you're like, yeah, I love this. I'm going to be my own boss. Well, let's stop right now and talk about it. Not everybody has what it takes to be the boss of themselves. Just saying. There's a lot of people that need to be told what to do, which is why they have a W-2. They don't like working for the man, but they don't like to be the man and do what is required and necessary to find success in this space. You will either have a 1099 mind and grind about you. And yeah, I mean grind, but if you're one that needs to be told what to do when you need to come back from lunch every day at your W-2 right now, you're probably not suited for final expense insurance sales because you're going to set yourself up for failure when you don't have a very tight grasp of doing the most important things at every given minute. You cannot misuse your time. This business takes dedication, it takes persistence, it takes powerful steps of action. And if you're pushing the income reduction button all day, you're sleeping in, you take a lunch break that really turns into you taking the rest of the day off, you've got to be that lady that knows what she's doing and just dives forward. You've got to be that man that does what he needs to do. And the moment that you get sloppy, you're going to mess up your ability to have success. Success or failure really hinges on how you really execute your ability to use the time that you've been given. Everybody has 24 hours in their day. Are you making the most of it? Or are you one that maybe takes the easy way out? The business, like I said in the beginning, the brutal reality of this business is that it is not easy. Very simple. You've got to just show up. Half the battle is showing up, boot up and suit up to find success, but you're going to get sucker punched with a no, with a chargeback, with these negative things. But yet there's so much commission to be had. There's so much money to make by making others' lives better by helping them. But if you're a face-to-face agent, that's lots of door knocking, lots of action. You're going to feel like maybe going to McDonald's and having a milkshake and a burger instead of going and hitting one more door, helping one more person. One more will help you win. But so many agents have this just W-2 mentality. I need to ask for time off. I need to be told when I can take a vacation, told what my schedule looks like. You have to be a leader of your own career. This is a calling now, and you've got to treat this business like it's a business or you're going to go broke. And even if you do everything right, there's no guarantee of survival. This is a performance-based business. Those that do are those that get. And when you get it, my friends, there's no better life than the independent agent life. You can leverage yourself into just amazing places. There's no glass ceiling here. You can go as high as you want if you've got hustle, if you've got muscle, and if you invest your money wisely into leads. A lot of agents fail. The brutal reality is they fail to buy leads, or they come into this industry in a position where they don't have enough paper to purchase the leads and they get hurt. I hear this all the time from so many agents that are told, hey, get your insurance license. You'll make six figures. Not the truth. Is it a possibility? Of course, but there's no guarantee. You've got to get yourself positioned right with powerful people that can really help you skill up and build up into a place of hopefully prominence. But the insurance industry is lined with people that believed the unicorns farting rainbow dust, thinking that, oh, the reality is I just have an insurance license and I just buy leads and call them and everybody buys from me. And this is going to beat you up hard. Even when you do the best presentation on the planet using proven systems and proven scripts, you're going to hear no typically 3 times on a perfect presentation before you get your one yes. That doesn't sound like a lot of fun, right? If you're a face-to-face insurance agent, you're going to do the best presentation on the planet, and they're going to smile at you and go, you know what? I got to think about it. Thanks. Have a great day. And you're going, oh, what? Okay. Diminishes belief. And if you want to be a beast in this space, the brutal reality is you've got to have a strong mental mindset. You've got to have mentors in the final expense space that have made it so that they can make a way for you, but you've still got to embrace work. You've still got to embrace the action that's necessary for you to actually have a chance of finding success and being a beast. You've got to do your very best. You've got to do A work. You can't be doing C, D level work and wondering why you're not getting anything done. You've got to do. Those that do are those that get. And those that don't, well, my friends, they're those that will not ever experience success. They'll be part of the majority that fail out of insurance sales because they didn't see the business for the brutal, just amazing business that it is. It's not easy. It's simple. All right. You got to be empathetic in the face of just no, 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 not right now. I don't like you. You got to start liking yourself a little bit. And there's some days you're overpaid, some days you're underpaid. And you got to get yourself in this mindset of I need to move, I need to move, I need to move if I want to make money, because it's the truth of the industry. Those that are movers and shakers and doing the most important things at every given minute, getting their hands dirty, the seeds that you plant today are just rising up in action, rising up and accelerating your success that you hopefully will attain. But you've got to plant the seeds now. You can't expect to immediately arrive when you haven't taken major steps of action. Everything that you do, all these doors you knock, all these calls that you make are building a pipeline of hopefully profitability for you. But setting your own schedule can set you up for success or failure by how you find yourself using your time. Now, number 4 that we're going to talk about, the brutal reality of selling final expense insurance, is you got to be super proactive. You got to be patient with the process. You can't go too fast. You got to be very patient. And I'm like a bad doctor sometimes, right? Don't got a lot of patience because I've done this so much. I know what needs to be done, but you've got to slow down. You've got to be patient and let the process help you find profitability. You've got to have good partners who can align with you to say, you know what? You're doing everything great, but one little thing needs a little tweak to bring you into a place that you now hopefully are going to become more powerful and, most importantly, protect people. The policies that you sell are a result of the questions that you ask, the problems that you are just articulate at uncovering so that you can help and serve them. And then guess what can happen? A sale. And that's what you're all about. You've got to pay the price to fail fast. Fail fast, my friends, by finding powerful mentors who can make a way for you. This is why it's so important that you align with powerful partners so that you can have good relationships and really engage at higher levels than your competitors who maybe are given a website or 20, 30 minutes of training. And I hope you make it, buddy. Go buy leads, go buy leads, go buy leads. Fast way to go broke when you don't know how to handle rebuttals. You don't have mentors who have tested you. This is why our 5-day program is so important for agents that really want help. But you've got to understand where there is risk, there is reward. And the brutal reality of this industry is it is amazing. It is amazing, but it's not easy. It looks like a whole lot of work, looks like a whole lot of action. It looks like pain, but when the profitability comes, my friends, there's no better life than this. There really isn't. You can set your own schedule. You can manage your time wisely. And you know what? You may find that you'll make the wealth, that you enjoy these great people that you get the privilege of engaging with. And when you pay your first claim and they call you and you get them just lavishly taken care of by the great business that you wrote and the people that you protect, you'll realize that your pep in your step may increase a little bit and you become an agent that your community leans on because you are what they need. I hope this helps you, but the brutal reality of the business is there's no better life than this once you make it. But if you're one that maybe does a whole lot of leaning instead of a whole lot of launching, you probably won't last long in this business. If you're one that doesn't take the leap of faith and buy leads on the weekly, you'll probably not make the wealth because you don't have enough people to talk to. So I hope this helps you. If you need any resources or even good aged leads for less than $2 a piece or good exclusive brand new leads, we'll be a resource to you and help you in any way we can. Jason, finalexpense.com. I appreciate you. And remember, you've got what it takes. We'll see you soon.